우리는 곧 출발한다. 라크리마 절벽에 비공정이 대기 중이다. 합류하지 못한 대원들은 서둘러라. 드레드 기온이 오고 있다.
Shit.
대원들, 이제 우린 이륙한다. 각자 이륙 준비 위치로.
These guys are crushing my... They're literally kicking my ass. So... Oof. I have no idea what to level up. So what is this? Warding strike. Ooh, it hits multiple enemies? Wait a second. Hmm. Just trying to see if we actually need the S key or the back key or not. Probably in this game we might need the back key. Ooh, 23. That's got a long cooldown. Deals damage to 4 enemies, immediately restores health. Oh. This would be useful. So... I know, the movement's garbage. Like... Well, first it has that, like... That kind of not immediate return. What's up, Outpost? It's just like, it's that the whole floatiness of it, you know? The cool part's like the flying. The flying is really good. Like when you're flying, it feels great. Like the flying feels really good. The flying is way better than it was in Aion 1. It's like super good. Like the flying's amazing. And some of the other stuff's good, but and the combat's like weird. It's like, it's too fast. I'm not a fan of fast animations. Like, see how fast this is? It's a little too fast for me. Well, I had to work. I had too much work to do today, so I couldn't really do anything. But the movement's the worst part. It's just, and I don't know if it's Unreal Engine 5. I mean, I always, because the thing that gets me with Unreal Engine 5 is like if you play Fortnite, character movement in Fortnite's actually quite good. If you guys have ever played Fortnite, the character movement feels pretty nice. The character controller feels nice, you know. You can see the character model is a little plasticky looking. I mean, I'm wet. It's raining. I think the hair in this game looks quite nice, though. But the movements, yeah, I just don't understand why MMO makers can't understand that if you need to have a character controller that feels like there's plenty of games out there. Aion 1 is better than this, but not. I didn't mean to say Aion. I meant to say Terra. If you're looking for a game that has a good character controller, look at games like World of Warcraft has got probably the best character controller, like the movement. And the other thing that I don't understand is if you're moving one direction in an MMO and you move the other direction, it should be instant. It shouldn't be this kind of turnaround thing. You know, it shouldn't be like, oh, I slow down, I speed up. This has this kind of, there's a slight delay. Also, the camera's got a delay. It's like when you rotate the camera, it's not immediate. Like you can feel that when you're rotating the camera, there's a little bit of a delay to it. And it has nothing to do with like ping or anything like that. And by the way, my ping's around, I think, 200 for this server. I'm just looking at, just usual. I'm looking at my keybinds trying to figure out where I want to put these keybinds. And the skill system's like the way you move your abilities here. Yeah, I mean, wow. I don't know. You say Star Wars: The Old Republic, but I'm not. I don't really agree with that. I don't think Star Wars: The Old Republic movement character control was anywhere near as good as WoW's. You know what I mean? It's a very pretty game. The graphics are really nice, actually. And certain areas of the world look really good. Like, certain areas of the world look really good. Like, this is a kind of dark, grimy setting right here, and it's rainy. But if you go to certain other areas of the game, it looks really cool. And the other thing I don't understand is the dodge key and the sprint key are integrated into the same keybind. It's really weird. So if you want to sprint, you hold down the sprint key, right? For me, it's middle mouse click. So I hold down middle mouse click. Whenever you do it, so it turns sprint on. Like if I click middle mouse click, it does a dodge. But then it also puts me into, if I keep holding it down, it'll put me into sprint, right? See that? I'm sprinting. Which I guess is kind of fine, because if I'm doing combat and I want to dodge, I can just dodge, right? As long as I let go of the button, it's not going to be sprinting. But if I want to sprint, I just hit it. As long as I continue holding down the movement key. Like let's say I'm strafing, my strafe to the right is E. Let's say I'm strafing this way and I hit sprint. See, I'm going to keep sprinting. I'm going forward and I hit sprint, and as long as I keep holding down the directional key, I'll be sprinting. But if I use that key just for dodge, because it's also the dodge key, and I'm in combat, you know, and I go fight, 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 and then dodge, it is sprinting. So, actually it wasn't, was it? I don't know, it's weird. It's just kind of odd. It's an odd choice. Instead of having like a separate key for dodge and a separate key for sprint, they've integrated them into the same key. I think that's kind of a weird decision. I did hear that the UI is very cluttered. I mean, the menus and stuff there's like a lot going on. Everything in the game is pretty much locked out until you hit like level 10. Or at least a lot of it's locked behind quests. But what I think is really funny is that, of course, the cash shop's not locked behind anything. I don't like inertia. Like, to me, like, I think it's more realistic that when you're running one direction and you stop to go the other direction, that you do have to slow down and turn. But I don't think in an MMO that really feels good. I think for the player to feel the responsiveness of the controls, it's better to just do like World of Warcraft. Like as soon as you move in a different direction, the character immediately turns and starts going in that direction. It just feels more responsive. It just feels better. It may not be realistic, but it feels better. Yeah, I know. And Guild Wars 1 got the remaster. I thought that was funny. And then the Rift. Did you see the Rift? There's that video I linked in the Discord where apparently someone on Reddit said, let's all go play Rift. And there's like 600 people that are, I guess, logging in and playing Rift daily. Well, I think 600 people. He said there were like 600 people, but I don't think 600 people is a revival either. I think you need more than 600. But I was just looking at this. So the weird thing is this. I don't understand this at all. Like, check this out. Like if you, there's like a little button, see this little like red dash? And if I click that, it just removes it. So then I guess if I want to put it back, I click it here. And then click it here, maybe? Okay. It's just kind of weird how it does it. And then like there's like a button here, and then it shows like the chained ability. So I don't know if you can change the chain ability. Like this, it's just weird. Yeah. Yeah, the skills, some skills transform into others, but I'm not sure if you can control, I don't know. Like there's this debilitating smash, which I don't know what triggers that. And then there's this ability which definitely is triggered by this ability. Whenever I use Shield Smite, then this ability, Judgment, becomes available, right? So I wish I was in a little bit of an easier area, because in the area I'm in right now, it's actually quite difficult. There's so many of these mobs here. Let's see if I can just pull one without getting multiple mobs. So if I use my, of course, I got all three of them, which I really didn't want. Let me see if I can, let me try something here. The other thing that is, okay, cool. So here you can see there are limits to where you can go. Like I can't fly any higher. See that? And that's a little disappointing. You know, that there's a lot of like look, I'm even like kind of blocked here. I can't, you know, there's a lot of that kind of crap, which is not really great. Yeah, Aion 2 released in Korea and Taiwan. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So that's really disappointing. So far that's, you know, the kind of invisible barriers, which is always a little bit disappointing. The combat animations, I don't know why. I don't like the super fast combat animations. The character movement, the character controller is not good. It's just kind of very floaty. You know, it's like kind of, I hate to say Unreal Engine because I don't think that it's really Unreal Engine's fault, but a lot of games that are made in Unreal Engine have this kind of floaty, you know, this kind of floaty feel to them. You know, this kind of stuff is just, and I wouldn't say the animations are super smooth. Like if I'm trying to, I mean, if you compare, for example, if you play like Terra, if you're in Terra and you zoom your camera above your character like this, and let's say you want to kind of strafe around somebody while you're attacking just with your left click, you know, you can kind of do this, right? And just kind of strafe around. See how the character looks like she's kind of almost like skating or floating? Like when she swing, the animations aren't very smooth. You know, there's this kind of end of the first swing where she looks like she's stuck in like a certain position. You know what I mean? It's just not, it's not very smooth. You know what I mean? To me, like MMOs, like, especially these multi-billion-dollar companies like NCSoft, it's like, why can't they really spend time on getting the combat right? You know what I mean? Like, get it right. You know, like, again, if you play Terra does it right. Like, do I have a... Or, you know, of course, World of Warcraft does it too, but...
So I wanted to...
So if we look at this video of me playing Terra, right?
Plainly because I'm trying...
And this is an old video from like 9 years ago or something. So it doesn't, and plus it's not very high resolution, but yeah, it doesn't look that good here because we're looking at kind of a low resolution, but you can see the animations are a lot slower, which I like. Like the, you know, and of course they speed up in Terra. Like there's certain things you can do that'll speed up your animations, but I mean you can attack faster, you can have haste, but the animations here, the base ones, they're too fast. They're too fast. Now, if you go to here and you look at some of them look quite nice. Like if you go here, you can see what the skills look like, but they're too, you know, they're just too fast. I mean, even this one here, even this one, the pull where you use the rope, that's, in my opinion, that's just too fast. Like, see, that one's fine. That one's too fast. That one's okay. And that one's fine. That one's completely fine. So some of them are fine, you know? But it's very difficult not to get hit. So, like, when I fight these three mobs here, it's hard to, like, not get hit. Let's see if we can just... Like, I'm going to play it like I would Terra. Like, I'm just going to strafe around, right? And I'm going to try to be... I'm just going to try not to get hit here, right? And so far, I don't think we've been hit, right? So you can see, not too bad. It still has pretty decent strafing. Like, the movement feels pretty smooth, right? Oh, I wanted to see if I could hit him, but the range wasn't quite right. You can see we have a pretty good range with our swing. There's a pretty good cone of attack, right? Oh. Also, like, it feels like sometimes I hit the keys. You know what I think I'm seeing? I feel like it's not actuating on key press. We'll test that here in a minute. Oh, bastard. Huh. Oh, great. Now we've got more. Yeah, they really need to focus on smooth animation and really just get the character controller correct. You know, like, get the character controller correct, right? Like there, I had to hit the key. I hit the keybind like 3 times before it actually did the skill. Like I'm spamming the key, like D, 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 and it finally... And I don't know if it's just... I don't know if it's because... I don't know what that ability was, by the way. I don't know if it's because... Ah, damn it. Damn. I don't know why, like some of the skills, like I was hitting the key and they weren't going, they weren't actuating, they weren't triggering, and I don't know why. So again, I am obviously not in Taiwan, so I am currently pinging. Okay, I'm averaging around 197 right now, right? Mm-hmm. I remember Sekiro. That was a good game. Yeah, I think it was proprietary. Sekiro's engine was proprietary. But yeah, the combat animations are too fast. Now the graphics are nice. I mean, they look the wet graphics don't look great, but like some of the water looks really good. And there's actually swimming in this game where you can swim in the water, and the swimming's pretty nice. The colors are really good. The game's very vibrant, and it's got this kind of sci-fi aspect to it. Looks like a Star Trek shuttle, the back end of it. I guess I missed my ride.
대장, 생존자가 있어.
뭐라고?
Come on, guys, pick me up.
생명줄이 질긴 녀석이네.
I don't know, dude. Well, not everybody can fly in Aion. Only the Davis can fly.
깨어났어? 살아 돌아온 게 기적이야.
Here, drink some more healing
이걸로
potion.
오드를 보충할 수 있을 거야.
Your Odile. Ooh, that's a sexy looking potion.
효과가 있는 것 같네.
Why does
내 역할은 이걸로 끝.
why do
정신부터 챙겨.
Eastern MMOs
해야 할 일들이
girls
많거든.
always have to be fighting in high heels? I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of the high heel thing. So okay, so apparently we completed the first like west path, I think, and we've unlocked a new region has been discovered. We've unlocked the Deva Pass. Achievement unlocked. Oh my god. Now I feel like I'm playing a mobile game. And of course we have attendance, or like daily rewards, I guess, for logging in. Yeah, that makes me feel like a mobile game. And now we've kind of joined all these other players. That's a big girl. Unfortunately, Aion, it's like a lot of these Eastern MMOs where everybody has the same armor. I mean, everybody, like all these Templars look exactly the same, which is kind of lame. I don't understand.
대장이 네가 깨어나면 알려달라고 했어. 괜찮으면 대장이 여기서 밖으로 나가 두 번째에 있는 방이야.
And of course, we have the auto travel requests, right? Yeah, I guess the Templar. I'm surprised. The Templar is a tank, so the class I'm playing is the tank class. There's only one tank class in the game. Like, there's like an off-tank class in the game, Gladiator, but this is the prime tank class that I'm playing.
너로군. 이제 괜찮은 건가?
I just happen to have my sword here. I don't know, am I better?
왔는가? 마지막 탈출이 대단했는데 그 정도 능력을 발휘할 줄 몰랐네. 이곳은 우리 새벽의 레기온 주둔지.
How come you speak with an Asian accent,
안전한
but
곳이
you don't look
머무르는
Asian?
동안에는
You don't look
안심하게.
Asian. It's like Jon Snow in here.
물론 오래 있지는 않을 걸세. 페로노스가 깨어나면 이곳을 떠날 거거든. 아직 깨어나지 못하는 건 이곳에 오드가 부족해서 그런 것 같군. 역시 방벽 안의 존재가 틀림없어. 좀 적응되면 함께 오드를 구해줬으면 좋겠네.
I don't know what this Odile is.
광장에 있는 슈론에게 요청.
Apparently Odile is some sort of like magical potion.
나가기 전에 자네 셀비스 챙겨가게.
Take your Selvis?
망가졌더군. 수리해서 사용할 수는 있을 듯해.
What's a Selvis? I don't even know what Selvis is. Yeah, the main story MMO cinematics are pretty bad in this one. In this one anyway. So, but the movement, yeah, the movement's bad. I don't know, is it? I played Elden Ring a little bit. It's weird because the graphics in some areas look really, really good. In some areas, they look really kind of lackluster. I mean, the graphics here look very, in my opinion, extremely bland. You know? Oh, that was interesting how she climbed that table. Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess we do have some climbing mechanics. The man who claims to have crossed the bulwark. We tried our best to track him down, but his trail vanished somewhere in Elton. Seems certain he was captured by the Balor. The Balor take David to Poeta first to use them as resources to generate their bioenergy. Okay, this is our inventory. Apparently we've got, I don't know what this is. It's a Twilight Guard? I'm not sure what this is. It's common guard. Is it like a shield? I don't know. Does anybody know what this is? But left hand. Wait a minute, because it's weird, because your main weapon is your sword and shield, and it's combined, right? Okay, now I'm kind of confused. No, did you say? Oh, I saw you sent one, but I didn't know how to find it. What's up, Nox? How do I even find the friend request? Let's see. Here it says manage friends. Manage requests. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hey, Nox. You are now friends with Nox. Now, I guess we have... So, Nox, I guess these are the 13 skill points. So, you can rank up your skills, of course, but I don't really understand why they have skills in your main bar than skills on these bars. I think these are just your skills. And it's like, this is your selection of skills that you could put on this bar. And I think these are the selection of skills you could put here. And then I guess these would be the selection you could put here. And I guess you only have one thing on your left. This is your left click mouse button, right? Left click, right click. And then I guess these are your, I'm assuming stigma skills. And then these are passives. But I don't understand the chaining of them yet, like how they chain together. After using dodge, rush to a target. I mean, so let me move that over here, which is really weird. So I guess some skills can be moved into different places. But this one's only available after this one usually. So if we want to go A, so what it is like, so you can have lots of abilities on the same button. It's weird, man. Right side is skills while moving, others are casting, at least for you as a cleric. Oh, you're playing cleric? Dude, Nox, how are you liking the cleric? Because I love clerics, man. I'm a big fan of clerics in Aion. So far, I think, honestly, I think the cleric might, I think because of the way the characters move in this game, I think that a caster might actually feel better in a way because you're not focused so much on the movement, maybe. Aragon is actually native Korean. Yeah, I played cleric all through Ion 1, so I've got a lot of playtime on cleric in the original game. And so yeah, so clerics are really strong. They're really tanky, but apparently they're not as, they made some changes to cleric or something in this version that kind of are a little bit of a nerf, apparently. The reason I picked the Templar was because the Templar is has a little bit more oomph to his DPS than he did in the original Ion, whereas the cleric apparently was supposedly nerfed a little bit. So I was like, well, if they nerfed cleric a little bit and they kind of buffed Templar a little bit, I just thought I'd try out Templar first. Plus, you guys know I always anytime there's a character that's tanky, I tend to gravitate towards that class. I like tanky classes, not because I like to tank, but just because I like to go into the middle of a bunch of mobs and not die. Yeah, so I'm not sure if like what this, like it doesn't like tell you how these like chain together. And we've got the auto pathing, which is kind of nice. You can be really lazy with the quest in here because you can just use the auto pathing, which I used to absolutely hate, but in games like this, it's not too bad. But you can see the graphics can be quite nice. You can see the Unreal Engine 5 lighting right here. You can see here the dynamic lighting is good. Oh, there's the Odile. Okay. All right. Okay, so Odile's... Okay, so the Odile's the Aether. In Ion 1, Odile, what they're called, is actually Aether. And it's a resource you gather. Oh, I didn't realize I was running out of flight time already. I don't have much flight time. They do, but they do fight, but I think you have to be in the Abyss. Like you're in completely different areas than the Asmodeans, right? Apparently there's mounts already. I see a lot of people on mounts. I have no idea how to get a mount. Oh shit. Whoa. Ooh, it's a good thing I hit the spacebar there. I just rolled right off the cliff. Yes, they are on different servers, but when you go into the Abyss, like I think that's when you end up, with both factions can be in the Abyss, because the servers are paired. So if you're in Elios, the Elios server has a paired Asmodean server. So the servers are grouped together, right? There's two servers grouped together, right? Maybe that's what it is, Nox. Is that what it is? So the servers are grouped together. So I'm pretty sure that when you go into the Abyss on that server, then you're just going to be, you're going to run into Asmodean players from the paired Asmodean server. I'm just assuming that's how it is, but I don't know for sure. I gotta say the animation for gathering Aether in Aion 1 was way better. Was way better than the animation in here. That looked kind of like green gooey gunk coming out of the crystal to me, you know? So the animation in Aion 1 was actually way better. That's kind of disappointing, actually. The graphics are... they're okay. You gotta, and I think my graphics are probably turned up all the way, too. The graphics don't look as good as I thought they would. Camera shake effect. No, let's turn that off. Well, you can see almost all my graphical settings are like maxed. Yeah, World PvP and Aion was good. Oh, there's Nox. I don't know if I can do a... I did do a wave. Hey, Nox. Hey, yeah. I don't know how to do the emotes. I think there's a... So you're... Oh, you're a cleric. I don't see your mace. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually quite disappointed with this game. Like, when I watch the videos of I'm pretty disappointed. When I watch the videos of Kanan, when he said he's like, I played Aion for, you know, and he's like, I give it a grade of an A. When I watched the videos of him, like the animations, it looked way better. Like, I thought the animations looked better. Even in the player like previews, like the character previews that Aion, that NCSoft put out, I thought the graphics looked better, and I don't know. It's okay, but nothing groundbreaking. My favorite part so far is the flying. The flying is I think improved over Aion 1 by quite a bit. So. And you can sit down to rest just like you could in Aion 1. Yeah, it doesn't feel as good, yeah. I kind of wish games would, you know, and I hate to bash the Unreal Engine because I think the Unreal Engine is a good engine because there's games out there that are creating the Unreal Engine that play really good, that the character controls are really good, but most of the MMOs that we see that use Unreal Engine, the character controller isn't very good. It's floaty, doesn't feel very, your character doesn't feel very connected to the ground. The animations here are too fast and jerky. And like I said, if you're just attacking and you're kind of strafing it, it doesn't look that good. It looks kind of janky in my opinion. You know? When you get a hang of it, it feels good. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, let's anyways, Nox, I'm gonna try to, I guess, go through some of the quests. I haven't really used my skill points, and I haven't ranked up my skills that much.
난 베르테론의 보급관 슈론이다. 베르테론에 처음 왔다면 누구나 나를 만나야 하지. 뭐하니? 아무것도 가진 게 없는
Your
것
gear is a wreck. You don't have a mount.
하트에게 가서 장비를 받아라. 그럼 준비 잘하고.
He said, my gear is a mess and I don't have a mount.
못 보던 얼굴인데?
아, 대장에게 듣고 걱정돼서 미리 와 있었어. 이 사람은 하르트야. 장비 보급을 담당하는.
아, 칼리드 대장이 말하는
Yeah,
사람이
you're the one that
당신이구나.
Captain Caleb was
우린
talking
별
about.
볼일 없어.
하르트, 우리를 도와주기로 한 사람이야. 좀 더 친절하게 대하.
얼마나 버틸지도 모르는 녀석에게 무슨 친절까지.
Just take the gear and go.
여기 혹시나 소멸하더라도 장비는 파손되지 않게.
Alright, so we got some upgraded.
하르트는 누구한테나 저러니까 너무 신경 쓰지 마. 말은 저렇게 해도 장비는 상태가 좋아. 그럼
Yeah.
이제 날 도와줄 수
Oh, you work
있을까나?
soon, Nox? Oh, okay.
그러고 보니 셀비스도 망가졌댔지?
Sorry you have to work soon,
기지
Nox.
바깥으로 나가야 하니 셀비스는 꼭
Well, we'll play it.
있어야
We'll definitely play the
하거든.
game, see what it's
레티시아가
like.
셀비스를
We
수리해
gotta-
줄 거야.
we
멀리
gotta-
나가니까 탈 것도 좀 챙기고. 준비가 끝나면 칸타스 계곡에 있는
Since we're going so
계곡
far,
경치
grab a
쪽으로 와.
mount as well. But I mean, I was gonna say, I'll play the game and just we'll play the game and see what it's like. You know what I mean? We'll keep going. It's one of those things. I've played so many MMOs too. Mental. I've played a ridiculous amount of MMOs, and I would say the only MMOs I've played in the past 15 years that had combat that feels really smooth and that has character control that I really liked was definitely World of Warcraft. Has probably the best character. Like the movement in WoW feels the best. Like when you're just walking around with your character, like walking or running or whatever, it just feels really good. Aion, or I keep saying Aion, I mean Terra. Terra actually had a really good character controller, so Terra moved really nice. Man, Guild Wars 2 was weird. I mean, it felt okay. I would say Guild Wars 2 felt okay. Final Fantasy 14, the character controller was nice. Like in Final Fantasy 14, I thought the movement of the character controller was. I wasn't really a huge fan of the combat animations, but it wasn't like there was anything wrong with them. They were just a little too flashy for my taste. But the movement, like the movement of the character and the physical, the way it felt when you went left and right and jumped and stuff felt pretty good. So I'd say Final Fantasy 14 felt pretty good. Lost Ark felt nice, but Lost Ark's an isometric game, so I don't really like isometric games. But I thought Lost Ark felt smooth for sure. Lost Ark is one of those games that I wish it was a third-person camera like most other MMOs. Like if Lost Ark wasn't isometric, can you imagine the combat in Lost Ark if it wasn't isometric? You imagine how awesome that would be. I thought Lost Ark's PvP could have been some of the best PvP out of any MMO ever if it wasn't isometric. If it wasn't click to move. If it was like Black Desert Online movement, just regular, third character, you know what I mean? Throne of Liberty, no, Throne of Liberty's movement was a little janky. It was better than this. I think Throne of Liberty felt better than this as far as how the character controller felt, but it wasn't very good. BDO feels pretty good. It's a little floaty. I will say BDO feels a little bit floaty, but it definitely feels way better than this. Guild Wars 2, again, feels way better than this, but it also's got the jumping in Guild Wars 2 feels awkward. Like when you jump, your character is smashed. It feels like there's an invisible barrier above your head, so when you jump, your character goes up and she hits like this invisible barrier and then immediately kind of shoots back down to the ground. So it doesn't feel realistic. But so for me, the best, I would say World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy. I would say even Rift felt pretty nice. I'm trying to think what other ones. And there's lots of MMOs there's other games too that aren't really MMOs that felt really good. Like even like Dragon's Dogma, the way the character moved felt really nice. But yeah, but to me, really the top two has got to be Terra and WoW as far as like the character controller. I think is the top two for me. Guild Wars 2, BDO are behind those. And Lost Ark, since it's isometric, it's just a different type of game. It's kind of hard to. It felt good. Character felt the movement in Lost Ark felt really nice. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's one video where I was playing Lost Ark on the Russian server. Let's see. Yeah, this is me playing Lost Ark on the Russian server. So this is before it got released in the United States. And the Reaper was just, and the Reaper looked really, the armor was nerfed for, in the US, they made it less provocative looking. But the graphics in Lost Ark are really nice, like really nice, and the animations are fantastic. Like the animations in Lost Ark are really good. But the worst part about Lost Ark is it's click to move, and I absolutely hate click to move. But if you just watch the animations, like see how smooth it is? It's so smooth and fluid, and look how beautiful the effects are. I would say Lost Ark is without a doubt some of the nicest looking animations and the effects, the particle effects, are some of the nicest of any game I've ever played. Like they're that good. They're so good. They feel so smooth. Like the timing of the animations, the pacing, the speed of the animations is really good. That's why I always said, man, why couldn't we just make this a third person MMO like World of Warcraft? You know, where the camp with a free look camera and a completely open, because Lost Ark doesn't have an open world. It's got this bullshit narrow crap. Like if you walk in one direction in Lost Ark, you're going to slam into a wall very quickly. You know, it's not open world. You know. Just look at the teleporting and shit. It's so cool. God, this game would have been, God, man, if this game was like a third person camera, man, it would have been just off the hook. It would have been so good. And then you've got this, you know, it's just so, you go from those beautiful smooth animations to this clunky looking shit. I mean, this is clunky as fuck. This is not smooth. Yeah. I think, and anybody who's going to sit here and tell me, like, who's going to sit here and like give this game really good reviews is you know, they're drinking the copium, man. They're drinking the Kool-Aid. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun playing this game. I just have very high standards on what I want combat to be like. Because to me, combat's the most important thing of an MMO. Because it's, you know, it's just one of my things I like. I love to fight. You know, I love to go and fight mobs and AoE and grind out. I love to grind out experience. You know, because my first MMO was Lineage 2, and it's a very grindy game. So I got introduced to MMOs in a very grindy way, where you just go out and kill the same mob for 8 hours straight, and you get it maybe like 10% of your level in like 8 hours. And you're like, all right, I'm 1/10 of the way closer to the next level, and it took me 8 hours to get there. And you thought that was pretty good. I was like, that's pretty good. You know, I'll do that 9 more times, and I'll be the next level. You know, I only got to do another 72 hours. Yeah, the animations look really, they look so, they don't look good. Now, again, not all of them look bad, though. You know, not all of them. If you go into here, some of them look quite nice. Like, I think this one, I think that one looks nice. I think that one looks pretty decent. You know, so I just think the pacing of them is a little too quick. Actually, we need to look at our skills. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I don't know what to put where, and I'm really finicky with my key bindings. And typically, when I have a game like this, similar to Terra, where you have like one skill, once you use it, it opens up another one. Typically, what I do is I'll do A and then I'll do Shift A. So like what I would do is like I would put this skill, which opens up this one here. I would put this on a keybind that's Shift A. So it's like every time I hit this, my next key would be Shift A. And then if I did another key, like if I went into another skill that would chain into another different skill, let's say this skill, this circular blue thing chained into this one, what I would do is I would go A, Shift A, and then I would go D, Shift D. It feels very smooth and natural to kind of set up my key bindings that way. So we may do something like that. I don't know, like right now, this is D. So I'm going A, D, which actually feels kind of awkward. So let's change this key binding for now, just to Shift A. We're going to go, let's see, key settings, quick slot. And instead of, I think it's D, right? Instead of D, we're going to have Shift A. But if you ever watch me play, if you're watching me stream, I'm very, very finicky about my UI. I'm very finicky about my keybinds. But once I get it all the way I like, you know, then I'm very happy. But I will literally play around with that stuff for for weeks until I get everything exactly the way that feels, feels most smooth. Everything has to feel smooth and intuitive. So we have the auto pathing in here. I'm currently just auto pathing for these quests because I'm being lazy. I actually
서비스 소리예요?
look at this girl's glasses.
어서 줘요.
I
내가
used
이런 단순 소리나 하는 사람이 아닌데 오드 고갈로 인한 대체 에너지 연구자인데
I don't
왜
to
이러고
fix
있는
a
거야?
broken. I don't even know what a broken Selvis
자.
is.
이 와중에 내 실력이 너무 뛰어나서 다 고쳤어요. 앞으론 고장 내지 마세요.
How do you mean? How did I get past the phone number check? I don't know. You mean as far as the security? I just put it in. Like, there's a part. I'm not sure I know what you mean. Like, for me, like when I log in. Like when I log in, I just do the. I was using the Google login, right? Where you just like log in via Google. I have 3 different accounts for Aion too. I've got a Korean account. I've got an account where I created an actual email password account, and then I also have a one where I'm going into this Taiwan, and I'm just using Google authentication, right? So like when you bring up the login window, I just click the Google icon, the Gmail icon at the bottom, and it'll just bring up another window, another browser window, and then I just log into my Gmail account, and that authenticates. And then when that's done, then I'm authenticated and I'm logged into Purple. And then in Purple, I just click the button down here that says Start Game, right? And then once you go into the game, there was a security check that made me put in my phone number. And once I put in my phone number, then it sent me a code, and then I had to, enter the code, and then it authenticated my phone number. Yeah, well, just put in your phone number. Oh, when you put it, you logged in, it asks you for a phone number? Yeah, it doesn't ask me for a phone number. Yeah, it doesn't ask me for a phone number. Like here, let me see if we can. I probably have a stream from earlier today where we did it. Let's see. So we can actually show you, but I don't think I deleted it, right? Yeah, here. So this is when the servers first came up, right? This is from this morning, right? And we were having all kinds of trouble getting in because nobody could really connect this morning, right? Trying to get to where I actually log in to the Purple account. Here we go, right here. So I start Purple up, right? And I click, there's 2 different ways I have to log in. Like one way is to log in with an email account that I set up, right? And if you want to set up an email account, then you just go to like, I think it's like, Play NC Taiwan, all right? I can't remember if it's this one though. There's a URL you go to where you can basically log in, like create a login. It's this one here. So you'd go in here, right? And you would say Taiwan. But there's a website you can go to where you go in and you pick Taiwan and you basically create your login. But the easiest way to do it is just follow Kanan's video. Kanan's got a video on how to do it. So if you're having trouble like getting into the game, I would just recommend going to Kanan's video because he's got a really short video on how to set up your account. Let's see. Yeah, so if you go to Kanan's video here. Yeah, so you can see he's at no, that's not it. Where is it? He's at login.plaync.com. Let's try that one. Login.plaync.com. Yeah, so this is really, you just go to login.plaync.com and then you're going to get to this thing and you're basically going to create a new account. And you're just going to, But anyways, just follow this video here. If you have any issues, I would just go through his video. Yeah. All right. I mean, if you're having issues like getting your account created or whatever. But anyways, the way I do it is I actually went through and created an account this way, right? But I also just used my Gmail. So I would go in here and I'd click Gmail right here, right? I would click Gmail and it just brings up a browser window and I type in my Gmail credentials and then it authenticates and then it goes into purple, right? Like here it's authenticating. Like basically it brought up a browser window on my other monitor. I logged in and now it's authenticating. And once that finishes correctly, then it'll get me into purple and it'll look like this and then it'll just say start game. So yeah. But yeah, I never had any, it was never asking me for a phone number, Victor. Like I was never asked for a phone number. Like I've never been, the only time I ever asked for a phone number is when I logged into the game and it said you can't play the game until you set up your security, until you set up like until you authenticate your account with a phone number. You know, you just click the bottom left corner, it's like a security thing. And it just basically says type in your phone number and it'll send you a code and then enter the code. And that's it. It's a one-time thing. You only have to do it once, you know.
서비스 수리는 끝났어? 잘 들려? 좋아. 이제 탈 것만 있으면 되겠어.
11, 22, 36 solely off PvP. We had almost 22 kills. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I played Aion 1. I was a founder in Aion 1. I played Aion 1 for, I don't know, I didn't play it really long. I played it for like 6 months or a year, and then I ended up playing something else, I think. But I really liked it. I liked Aion 1. I did a lot of PvP as a cleric. And I enjoyed it. But I mean, this one's, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Aion 2 so far has been pretty disappointing. The combats, you know, the combat animations and stuff aren't very good. So, I hear you're looking for a mount. That one on the far right is Fossa. Common choice. And there's Spikes. And Armadon. Very charming with his spikes. And his last one is Tog. That big body guarantees a stable ride. Okay, which one do we want, man? I kind of liked the first one, the Fossa. Although I wish we could go back here. Let's do it again. So do we want this mount? Yeah, Cleric was really tanky in Aion 1. I know Jon Snow. I definitely don't like that one. I think we got to go with the first one, the Fossa. Hey, what's up, Mr. Rogers? Yeah, every MMO has Jon Snow now. Like, actually, there's been 2 or 3 male characters in this game that look like Jon Snow already. Okay, so we have. So we have this crazy looking mount. It's a very bizarre looking mount. Not the worst animation, I guess. I mean, the graphics are pretty good. I played Lineage 2 back in the day on Bart's server, back in the original. Actually, I played in the Korean, I played the Korean and the Thai beta events of Lineage 2 back in the day. And then I played the North American release. And I played on the Bart server. I loved Lineage 2. Lineage 2 was great. But I can't play Lineage. Yeah, I was on Bart's. I was on a guild called Blue Dragons on Bart's server way back in, I don't even know what was that, 2000? I think there might be there is a mobile version of this game. This game is PC focused, but they do, I think, have a mobile. I think they do have it so where you can play it on a mobile. Actually, in fact, I know they do. So, yeah, I had like a 48 spell howler, glass cannon. Yeah, I love Lineage. I love Lineage too. Actually, I'm gonna change my opinion. I actually think the feel of the animation on this mount is actually pretty good. Actually, it feels pretty smooth. Even though it may not look great, but it feels like you know, it feels pretty good. Although the turning is weird. Like if I auto run, here, hold on a second. Unfortunately, click to move seems to be enabled. We'll see if we can fix that. Let's see, general. We gotta find, it seems like click to move is definitely a thing. Because when I clicked on the screen, my mount turned towards where I clicked. We definitely don't want that. Oh yeah, yeah. I just remember hours, dude. I remember hours and hours and hours of being in the school of the dark arts and killing those damn big worms. Remember those worms? Ragnarok can't give music. Aion and Guild Wars 2. Aion, Guild Wars 2, and Skyrim have the best music of any games, I think. Just amazing music. Aion has got some great music. All right, so Lineage had great music too, man. Yeah, Lineage is terrible because there's too many bots. I tried to play Lineage 2 a couple times in the past few years. It was so riddled with bots, I just couldn't even do it as I got in. So please tell me there's a way to turn off this auto movement crap. Like this click to move shit's gotta go. Sprint. These are what? Content, skills, wings. What is Alt-C wings? Enhancement. I don't see anything about removing the click to move. How about combat? Click ground to move. Ah, there we go. Off. All right, let's check this out now. All right, so we got rid of that. So now when we auto running, nice. Now it feels way better. See? And let's turn off the... So now when I'm auto running, if I left click, it's not moving to my... See, it's not... If I auto run... If I left click, see, it's not moving to where I'm clicking. Right? So we turn that off. So that's good. That's very good. That would drive me insane. So yeah, actually the mounts, I don't like the way he looks. I kind of almost picked one of these other ones. I was kind of tempted to pick this one. I just didn't like the glossiness of the orange shit. Honestly, if I had to go back again, I might pick this one. The Tamed Tog. He reminds me of like Star Wars, that one mounts they were riding on that one Star Wars show with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Can't remember what they were called. Here's what that mount looks like. Actually, it looks kind of weird. The tail animation on this one's nice. Anyways, whatever. Your left mouse turned into R and a right mouse turned into T. What? I have no idea what you mean. Oh, off of Warhammer? Yeah, so the part, I mean, it's too, like, his skin's too glossy. It's like he looks like he's made out of stone almost. Anyways, let's just go ahead and go to the next, Ooh, wait a minute. I wonder if there's going to be a limit. I don't like how big the windows are. Like Aion 1, the funny part is Aion 1 looked better. Like when you gather, like this big ass huge window down here looks so janky. It doesn't look like an MMO. It looks really like low quality. Look at this. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put that is so like low quality. Like that is just it just looks bad, you know? Can you I think well that's what I was thinking, Victor. 100%. I think a lot of things that I'm probably going to dislike is because they made it to look that way for the phone, for mobile. You know what I mean? Now it's a different game engine. This is Unreal. This is Unreal Engine. Where's the UI? Where can we scale the UI? What is floater? Oh, the combat floater. Combat. HUD. Where's it at, Nox, and graphics? Resolution scale? Just the balance between performance and visual quality? Native. We should put it on native. UI proportion settings. Let's try this. Small. Doesn't really look like it changed. Did it change? It doesn't look any smaller. It doesn't look any smaller. It probably is. I mean, this is definitely smaller. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. But the rotation's too fast too. We got to fix that. And that was really hard to find. This one. So let's move this down to 42. 42. Yeah, the rotation, I don't know about you guys, but my rotation is like way too fast. All right. Still too fast up down. It's still really fast. Okay, that feels a little better. It feels better. Oh man, I gotta pick stuff up. Oh, I'm seeing some. Did you guys see the lag there? There was definitely some lag. Let's change the distance, the view distance. Let's knock this down a couple. And I don't know whether, especially since I've got like a 200 ping. Yeah, there's no loot bot. I know I don't like the fact that I have to loot stuff. I'm so used to the loot bot knocks. And we'll knock the shadow quality down one too. See if that gives us a little bit of a. See if it smooths it out a little bit. There's that floaty fucking jump. Ugh, God, that's awful. It's so awful. Okay. Oh, failed. I'm gonna fail again. Failed. All right. The gathering is kind of funny. I kind of dislike the animation for the gathering, but now I kind of like it. Like this particles like gathering into my hands it's actually kind of cool. It just didn't look good on the Aether, on the green Aether, which they don't call it Aether here. They call it the Odile for some reason. Or in Aion 1, it was Aether. Look at that! Look at that cliff, dude. I want to jump down there so bad. The other thing is, I don't see an experience bar. Do you guys like? It really drives me nuts that there's no experience bar. Like, does like, do we get experience for even doing this? It says we got experience 882. Is it below the map? Oh, is that the experience bar? Okay, cool. Thanks, Voss. I didn't... That's a weird place to put it. Look at this person's got like a dragon mount. Look at that shit. How come I don't have a dragon? I want to jump down into this water. That just looks like such a... Well, there's somebody down there. There's fish down there. Alright. This. Gathering fish. We're getting some fish. JR. Oh, failed. Yeah, Nox is the healer. Oh, I can tank. Yeah, I can tank and Nox can heal. The water looks really good. The water looks beautiful in this game. Actually, I noticed that a couple other areas too where the water just looks really nice. The sound effects are really good. Like the sound effects in the game are nice, so we got to give it props where props are due. Really just the most disappointing thing has just been the character controller and the combat animations have been the most disappointing. But they're not like, you know, they're not game breaking. It's not like you can't play the game. So how much experience does... That didn't... I don't think that gave me any experience, did it? Gave me 793. I don't think that's experience. I think that's the map exploration, dude. Yeah. I think that 21.9% is map exploration. Its ascension gauge level can be unlocked when all conditions below are met. So this is not experience. So I don't... Here, let's go to the character screen. Well, how do we go to the character screen? Okay, so I'm level 11. Why would you not show an experience bar? That is so odd. Like, how do I know? I guess they just figure you level so damn fast it doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now how are we going to get out of here? I'm hoping that we can just fly ourselves out of here. Yeah, we can. What? My mount is flying with me? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Can we chop down trees? Not yet. What is this? Ooh. What the heck? I got turned into a mushroom? Okay. Okay, I'm not liking, I changed my mind about that keybind, so let's go back to here. Key settings, general, quick slot. We're going to change that back to D. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you can't defeat them, join them, yeah. Fail. Fail. Extract failed. Ooh, what's this? An herb? Ooh, this is gonna be a fail. Yeah, I played arcade, yeah. Not a lot, but I did play arcade. Achievement unlocked. Oh, the power. Damn. I don't know if it's because my ping is because remember I only have a 200 ping. I don't know if it's because my ping is kind of crappy, but sometimes when I'm trying to dodge, it just is not coming out as fast as I would like. It's probably just my ping. Yeah, I didn't get to do a ton of PvP in Arcades because when I first played Arcades, there was the land grab hack that it turned me off to the game really, really quickly. I just was kind of like, this is bullshit, so... Again, I'm having issues where I'm hitting the keys and they're not... Like, there's a big delay between when I press the key and it actually does the ability. There's like a pretty significant delay. And I don't feel like it's really latency. was like, if I press left click, no, there's a delay. Like click, swing, click, click, click. Okay, I'm going to hit A, D. Okay, it's just a little bit of a delay. Dinghies and drag them out to the ocean? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, you can loot while you're on your mount. That's interesting. What's the 41? See where on my... See where it says 11 here, which is my current level. Then it says 41. I don't know what 41 is. Achievement unlocked. I wonder what the achievement was. Is it gear score, you think? Social credit score? Yeah, who knows, man? We don't know what it is. Let's turn... We've got auto use potions deactivated. We're actually going to do that because what we want to do is you don't get a really good feeling for how good are you at not getting hit because if you've got your auto use potions activated. So we're going to turn that off. So now my health's going to drop and it's not going to automatically go up because I'm not automatically using a healing potion. So. Quite a delay there. Yeah, we didn't take much. I'm still getting used to my keybinds. One thing I don't like about the icons that show that you have a chain skill is there's no countdown on it. Like, so I don't think it's showing like how many seconds that's going to be on your screen until like it disappears. So like if I go up here and let's do, if I hit this guy here, see it's just flashing D. It's like flashing, but there's no timer, right? There is stamina. Actually, I think it's more of a mana bar. Yeah, there is. See, it didn't show because I hadn't used it. It shows under your above my character's. It's that little bar above my character's head. So when I dodge, you'll see the yellow bar appear. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Like, I would prefer this to see a permanent stamina bar somewhere, but you know, whatever. But yeah, it's this bar right above my head. It shows your health and your mana, and then if I dodge, which apparently I can't do when I'm not in action combat mode, you can see now it shows the yellow bar. Yeah. Failed twice. Whoa. It did. Yeah, I remember Naz the first time definitely had a ton of hype. And it was good, and it was really fun. I wonder if I should change my flight button to my mouse instead of this V key is never a very comfortable keybind for me. I don't know about you guys, but the V key is not the most comfortable key for me. Pet obtained. Apparently we obtained... Oh, I forgot we have upgraded gear too, I think. This is one of those games where it shows the little chevron. See the green chevron? That lets you know that this is an upgrade, which I always kind of like that on MMOs, that you don't have to worry about comparing gear. You're just like, okay, it's letting me know that this is an upgrade, which I appreciate that, actually. We are going to run into issues with our inventory. I wonder how we see our... What's this? Membership benefits? Subscribe. Don't show... You can subscribe. What is this? Dava Pass. Subscribe. $980. What the flip? What? Apparently you have a weekly experience gain limit of 50,000. First off, like, what is this? I mean, $980. What are they talking about? You know? Dava Pass ends 120. And so do I currently have a David Pass? Valid from, so apparently I currently have a David Pass, but it ends at a certain point. Amount due $980? That can't be a US currency, right? What is that? You know what I mean? What? Valid for 28 days. Products purchased with cash can be refunded within 7 days of purchase. Yeah, we'll have to get the subscription just to see what it gives us. And here's the Windbreeze membership. It's cheaper. So there's the special Shugo membership. Gives you the Windbreeze membership plus the Senko membership. The benefits are extended for 20 days. You get remote storage, you get personal trade, you get Windbreeze merchants, you get energy charge, 50% increase, and you get Abyss access hours doubled. Market sale is available. Kuna exchange. This is why most people will get it, because they want to be able to exchange Kina for Kuna and Kuna for Kina. Deal energy cube selection count increased, and then Shuga Festival reward key recharge. So this one is 430, and this one, yeah. See, so this plus this is 1,075, but if you do this one, it's 980, so it's cheaper. The problem is I have no idea how much this is in. This cannot be here. Let's confirm. Let's see how much this is. This is going to take me to some sort of payment. After payment, plus I don't know where it's taking me to. Okay, so it's saying it's 900 NT, which I don't know what NT is. Does anybody know what NT is? What is 900 NT? What is 900? Is 980 NT. NT in US dollars. So apparently it's Taiwanese. So NT refers to Taiwanese, and 980 so NT stands for New Taiwan. And apparently the exchange rate has really gone down. Let's see. Anyways, so this is $31. So if you want to register, if you want to get the Buku, the super duper special Shugo membership, it's 31 US dollars. Right? And then so this one would just be like a lot cheaper. This is probably like $18 or something. Here, let's see what this is. What is 430 NT to USD? So yeah, this is literally only $13. You get remote storage, personal trade, you get the Kuna exchange, and you get the Windbreeze merchants. So you can't even trade apparently with other players unless you have, I think, a membership, right? And then the Senka membership gives you, I don't know what an energy cube is, so I don't know. And then Shugo Festival reward recharge. I don't know what this is. And then Abyss hours doubled. I mean, honestly, it seems like this would be better when you're higher level. This is probably some sort of just repeatable stuff to get like loot, maybe. Cube selection count increased in expedition and transcendence. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch a video to see like, what these things, yeah, it's not Korean water, to see what these things, like how beneficial are they, Like right now, I don't think we need it. I think, Hmm. Go for it, not having much luck with the gathering. Wow. Did we fail on all three? I think we did. Alright, let's go ahead and move to the next quest objective. It like auto mounts you up as well if you do the auto pathing, which is kind of a nice actually. Like back in the old days, I hated this kind of auto pathing stuff, but now I actually appreciate it because I'm older and it's nice to take my hands off the keyboard and drink my Coca-Cola and let this do its thing, you know? Alright.
어서 와. 준비는 다 끝났어? 막 환영하는 분위기는 아니었지? 이제 우리는 오드를 구해야 해. 이 앞 칸타스 계곡에 오드 수집기를 설치해뒀어. 수집기에 모인 오드를 회수해주면 좋겠어. 수거가 끝나면 칸타스 계곡 거점으로.
Alright, they want me to gather more Odell. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and set our hearth location here. We can? I don't know. Can we? Guess not. I don't know. Collect the Odell from the Western Odell Collector. Okay. I'm seeing too many herbs. Why are you attacking this plant when it's a gatherable? What is this person doing? Damn, we are not having good luck with the extraction. I kind of wish I would have got that mount. That mount's cool looking. Yeah, I like the way that mount looks. Yeah, it does. Ah, okay. We have a lot of scrolls. I don't know what they do. Okay, so that's our absorption scroll, which is on numpad 8, which is kind of a Is that really numpad 8? I don't know how to... I don't know how to adjust these. There was like a tutorial that kind of showed you how to do it. But I don't know what. Oh, well, we flipped him somehow. Defeat the Calgol. Golem. I don't know what all that sound is going. Sound is. And I'm also still not sold on my keybind for that, for my abilities.
빚쟁이들처럼 재촉하지. 할 일이 많다. 야랑. 레브로는 중앙 오드 수집기 쪽 하여간 덜대는 것만 잘하는 놈이다냐.
The quest's gonna be carried out in this area.
오드는 회수했어? 우선 레브론을 찾아줘. 나도 그쪽으로 갈게.
The problem is if you don't gather this stuff now, what'll happen is you'll get to higher level zones and the herbs, the things in those zones will be too high skill level. You won't be able to gather them. So you gotta work up your gathering. Plus these things will be good for when we craft our own healing potions. Which will save us a lot of money.
오드 어쨌냐고? 야, 저거 봤어? 용종 놈들이 지켜보는데 혼자 어떻게 오드를 회수하냐고. 알았어. 가면 되잖아. 저쪽이야. 이런 수집된 오드가 거의 없어. 저건 뭐지? 아, 드라토나다!
Damn.
다 죽었나? 내가 도망친 건 아니고 뒤에서 좀 지켜보려고 했는데 금세 해치웠네. 저건 용족이 뿌린 드라토나 알이야. 알이 얼마나 있는지 좀 살펴봐. 주변은 괜찮은 것 같아. 역시 여기저기 뿌려놔. 하지만 일단 난 기지로 가서 빨리 상황을 알려야 해.
I keep forgetting to loot. I keep forgetting to loot. Hmm. Hmm. We found a sealed dungeon. We found a dungeon. Oh boy, I don't know if we can do this solo, but ooh, let's give it a go. Wow.
이런 곳까지 기어들어온 녀석이. 대바로 물약을 만든다면 효과가 있을지도. 난 돌아갈 거다. 이대로 죽을 순 없어.
You stunned me. Shit. That was like a long stun too.
난 대바라고.
Oh, and that was like the whole dungeon. That was kind of cool. We do a little dungeon, get some rewards. I like it. Chili hideout has ended. Press confirm. And we got an item. What is this? A feather found in the sealed dungeon used as a substance morph to material to obtain wings. Or what is this? Forgotten Greaves. This is like a huge upgrade. Equip level limit 13. I'm not high enough level to even equip it. Yeah, my inventory is full, so I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, I don't know how to clear my inventory. Like, insufficient cube space. So we need to somehow unlock this, which is going to cost 10,000. That was the so it's going to cost 10,000 kuna, which I don't think I have, right? I mean, I don't really know. How do I know how much currency I have? Okay, so we want to look at well, here we went to mail. We could see we have. Okay, so we have there's no abyss points, no this. We have Deva Pass Shop coin, nothing. We do have 31,000 Kina, so it looks like we can upgrade that for Kina. See. And then this is 20,000. Okay. So that was good. We were able to use the first item in your inventory is your gold. Oh, is that what it is? First item in your inventory. Oh, right here. So I don't think we have much gold left. I think I just spent it all. I think that's okay, right? Thanks, Jacob. Yeah, I don't think I have any money now. Received Devanian. I don't even know what Devanian. I don't know what Devanian crystal is. What's this? Mysterious traces that can be used to make a special statue. Oh, this game. This is gonna be one of those games where I have no idea what I'm doing. How do we upgrade our gear again? Let's see. Oh, we probably don't want to upgrade our gear anyway. Well, we have like all these points we haven't used either. We haven't upgraded our skills at all. Let's can we upgrade this? How do we? Let's level this one up. It's now level 2. And I don't even know what this skill is, Annihilate. It looks like it does a ton of damage. It's on the Z key. I may have to change some of these key bindings. Let's level this one up one more time. Yeah. Let's check this out. Do you have a past level agrees? I don't even know what's happening. Things are like, this happened and that happened. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, whatever you say, right? Okay, again, I'm hitting buttons but nothing's happening. Like I was hitting the D button, but she wasn't casting the spell, so I'm not sure what was going on there. That was kind of weird. Alright, just kind of playing around with the combat a little bit. Inventory is going to be a real issue. 1,000. Alright. How much money are we getting for these kills? Okay, what, 40 keen, I think it said. Interesting. What is this 2? Why is there a red 2 up here? Okay, required character level 20. Purchase. Currency route. Received immediately upon premium subscription. Weekly experience gain. So you can only get so many experience per week, which is crazy. Oh, I'm getting other pets. Look. Ooh. Papa's equipped. Look at that. We're getting like cool little pets. Now, can I mount that pet? No freaking way. That's so sweet. Oh my god. So all your pets are actually mounts. That is sick. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty freaking cool. Use the mushroom mount. We could use the mushroom mount. Hold on a second. We're just kind of sitting on the mushroom dude's back. I like the other mount better, though. But it's certainly interesting, right? We also have this one. Let's hide that. Oh, so you can hide. Can we hide different things? Oh man, you can hide. Oh, this is cool. So we could hide like... You can even hide your leg armor? Oh, that's kind of cool. So at least you can make yourself not look like everybody else. Let's see what it looks like if I had... Okay, let's show that. No, we want that. Yeah, we'll just do that. And these are different skins we've collected. What's this? Source information. Unequipped skins cannot be customized, so we're not, and they're just combined. I don't know what that does. Apparently we've got titles too. Draped in sky, excellent means of communication. Expiration, excellent means of communication. And then achievements. I've collected a lot of achievements already. Progress, collect reward. Look at this, we're getting money or getting stuff. Let's yeah, we got 56,000. I'm a little confused on this currency. It says K, which I believe is Kina. And Kina is the monetary currency. Kuna is the other thing. So, and what's... So apparently you can also level up your gathering proficiency. You can grant the abilities to see jewel locations, increases success gauge amount with proficient handling, reduces failure gauge amount with a delicate touch, raise chance of greatly increasing the gauge at a critical moment. I guess all of these are probably pretty good, right? So, and then, oh, Genius Insight. What is this? Owning at least one Cogni Genius mount unlocks Cogni Insight. What? Natura? What does this do? Natura Genius Insight acquirable properties. Pet obtained. I don't know what these... This is a little confusing. Analyzable. Wow, why do the mushrooms look different in color now? Drag it to the open slot. I don't remember where I was. Where was I when I was looking at that? I was trying to figure out where I was. Substance morph. What is this? Oh my god, there's too much stuff in this game. It was under pets, wasn't it? Drag this to... Yeah, there is an open slot here, but I don't really understand what it... I mean, yeah, I don't know what this does. I don't know how this works. I'm not going to put any points anywhere until I understand what's probably the best place to go. Ooh, 40,000. Okay. No way, you can customize your character after you've already created your character? No, it costs money. Okay, I was gonna say it costs. So you can do it. It just costs you these crystals. Interesting. Smart of them to do that because it's gonna make them a lot of money. Wow, it costs 1,880 kina. We'll do one just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles. Look at my mount. I love that mount. Whoa, what is... I'm gonna die. Oof. We're just exploring right now. Hmm. The Forgotten Greaves.
어서 와. 성과는 있었어. 회수된 오드. 루터스도 오드를 구하러 해안 절벽 쪽에 이 나무 앞에.
Whoa, there's the big whale. The sky whale. Look at that thing. Isn't it? The flying is super good in this game. Yeah, they did a much better implementation of the wings in this than they did in the original game. It's way better.
넌 포에타에서 구해온 그 녀석이잖아. 오드를 구해야 해. 그쪽도 수집된 오드가 없나 보네. 안 가본 건 저 절벽 쪽 동굴뿐이야. 그 기존 거기라도 찾아봐야지. 날 따라와. 해안 동굴은 이쪽이야. 오드를 찾기 위해 거기라도 오드가 있어라 제발.
This guy's not waiting for anybody.
가는 길에 저런 걸 보니 괜히 찜찜하네. 시체 맞지? 좀 오싹하긴 한데 난 방벽 넘어 낙원으로 갈 거니까. 그나저나 저 앞에 결계석을 좀 살펴보자. 결계석 이런 게 있었나?
이곳을 떠나라. 그렇지 않으면
환영신의 상징이잖아. 환영신의 결계석이 왜 여기 있지? 뭐가 됐든 들어가 보는 수밖에. 넌 원래 말이 그렇게 없냐? 분위기가 산한 게 느낌이 좋지 않은데? 어이. 첫째, 뭐 하고 있어? 들어가 보자고. 어디가 있나 찾아보자고. 또 시체야. 느낌이 별로야. 서두르자. 쉿. 수라의 기척이 느껴져. 조심해. 수라가 이렇게 많다니. 또 온다. 조심해. 돌벽으로 막혀 있어. 뚫어야겠어. 잘했어. 안으로 가보자. 저건 오디움? 순도 높은 오드 광물이야. 좋았어. 이건 뭐지? 무너진다. 또 결계석이야. 이건 안쪽에도 이런 게 환영의 대신관이 한 걸까?
접근하지 말라는 경고는 모두를 위한 것이다. 들어올 수도 나갈 수도 없다. 때가 될 때까지. 돌아가.
Hmm. Damn.
뛰어! 동굴이 흔들리고 있어. 낙석을 피해. 오디움 광맥이야. 뭔가 이상한데? 뭐야 이건 또? 조심해. 손목걸이 설마? 힘을 회복했어.
Ah, shit. Come on. Taking too much damage. Can't. There's something on my fucking mouse, man. The bottom of my mouse was like sticking on my keypad, on my mouse pad. They're driving me nuts. Come on, mouse. What the fuck? Damn, it's so hard to see where he's gonna go. Shit. Bastard. Oh. He always hits me with that shit. I'm dead. I knew he was gonna land right on top of me. Hmm. Yeah, I would say the combat kind of sucked there because you don't have a. The one thing that the Templar right now is missing is movement abilities. Like, you need more abilities to actually move you. You feel very kind of rooted in place, unfortunately. Outside of just your dodge roll, you're pretty stationary.
운이 좋았군. 오디움이야. 아직 이렇게 많이 있었어. 죽으란 법은 없군, 그렇지? 페리온. 역시 페리온이 맞았군. 죽은 줄 알았는데. 수라가 됐다니. 초짜, 돌아가서 전해줘. 오디움을 찾았다고 말이야. 여긴 내가 정리할 테니.
괜찮아? 오드는 찾았어? 난 해안 막사에 있어. 여기로 와줘. 해안 동굴에 물론 수라들 그런데 해안 동굴에서 생각지도 못한 일들만 생기네. 페리오는 우리의 부단장이었어. 살아있을 거라 생각하진 않았지만 수라가 된 채 기지로 돌아가기 전에 뭐 하나만 부탁할게. 수라들은 화장을 하거든. 이 근방에 크레스틀리치의 서식지가 있어. 크레스틀리치 페리오는 나는 걸 좋아했지.
No, you give them your phone number, and they'll text you a code. Yeah, I just gave them my cell number. Yeah. No, they're just gonna like text you a code for like verification. You know. It's just like one of their, you know.
고마워. 나 혼자 했다면 대장도 페리온에 대한 얘기를 들었어.
Yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. If you and everything crash. Okay, I never had an issue with the phone number thing, but I mean, the games, people having all kinds of issues with the crashing. Just, I don't know. I never had the issues with that, but let me check the character here again. I don't really understand what I'm doing. Like, I'm assuming this is like some sort of cosmetic where you can buy stuff. Oh my god. Ah. Defense bonus. Oh, that's cool. You don't have to equip the. You can equip the effect of the tile, but you don't have to equip the tile. That's actually pretty cool. Item level 15. Item level 9, okay. So what is this?
자네가 해안 동굴에서 마주한 수라는 우리의 동료이자 명예로운 전사였지. 자네가 페리온을 우리 곁으로 돌려보내 주었으니 이해해줘서 고맙군. 그리고 이 목걸이를 화장터에 있는 히타니에게 전해주기.
수라로 변한 몸에는 페리온의 흔적이 없었는데 목걸이 꼭 돌아오겠다더니 약속은 지켰네.
수라가 되어버린 대바는 오두의 품으로 돌아갈 수 없다는 걸. 그러니 이렇게 화장이라도 하며 곧이 페리온 부단장도 언젠가 장례 준비도 다 끝났군요.
Good old funeral.
페리온.
오디움을 찾은 건 페리온 덕분일지도 몰라. 그렇게 믿어야지.
시작하지. 이제 이 불행을 끝내야 해. 오라, 나에게 오라. 나의 목소리를 듣는 대바여, 포에타에서 네가 대바로서 힘의 원천을 받아들이는 것을 보았다. 이곳은 그리고 나는 너를 영혼의 의지를 잊게 될 자.
Oh, is it just their servers? Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this morning I tried to log in just to see if I could get in when they launched the servers, and it took me like 2 hours after the launch to be able to log in. I think like at least 2 hours. Ah, what is this?
부서진 영혼의 탑은 더 이상 소멸한 자의 영혼을 품지 못한다. 그러나 너는 아이온이 붕괴하면서 남긴 파편이다. 그 흔적 너와 같은 파편들을 만나고 같은 고통을 느끼면서 너는 완성될 것이다. 그러니
I don't know.
깨어났네. 갑자기 쓰러져서 깜짝 놀랐어. 너 정말 괜찮은 거지? 좀 어때? 몸 상태는 괜찮아? 이상한 목소리를 들었다고? 괜찮으면 대장한테 가.
왔군. 몸은 괜찮나? 고생해서 오디움을 구해줬는데 우리에겐 아주 많은 오드지만 진짜 아트레이아의 손자에겐 아직 부족한 거겠지. 다른 힘이 더 필요해. 맞아. 그거라면 페르노스를 깨울 수 있을 거야. 그래서 늪지에 있는 환영의
환영의 템페르? 대장, 진심이야? 걔들은 결계탑 복구밖에...
히타니에 무슨 말을 하는지는 알겠어. 정령나무에 관한 일은 그들이 제일 잘 알지. 협조를 얻으려면 필요로 하는 걸 드러낼 거야.
Yeah.
정령의 열매를 구하기 위해서 히타니에와 함께 움직여주게. 열매가 있더라도 그냥 주진 않을 거야. 늪지 쪽은 칸타스 계곡보다 상황이 더 안 좋거든.
나는 환영의 템페르 단원들을 만나서 상황 좀 파악해볼게. 뭔가 알아내면 서비스로 연락해.
어이, 너도 같은 임무를 받은 거지? 가기 전에 근방의 정령성들을 만나보는 걸 추천할게. 가파른 초소에 정령성 다키안이 있어. 친절한 대반이...
Well, I think I'm gonna head to bed. I'm getting pretty tired. So we're level, what are we, level 14? I think max level is 45. Yeah, I mean, the game's okay. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed in the character controller and the combat. I think it could have been a lot better. But I think the world itself seems really nice. You know, I love the flying. The flying's great, and the story seems okay. It doesn't seem like bad or good. It's just, you know, it's just your typical MMO story. Not amazing, but it's, you know, it's interesting. Of course, Aion I think has a nice lore to it in general, so better than most MMOs. But yeah, I'm gonna get to bed. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. JR, I'm sure you'll get in eventually. Just keep trying, you'll get in. There were a lot of issues with the servers because it's the first day, so I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace out.